Mario, I don't think sitting on top of a chimney is the best place to sleep. But I won't budge him. I'll just let him make his own mistakes. But yes, in this episode of Super Mario Galaxy, we will be cleaning up the rest of the kitchen. Kind of feels weird to say this like in episode 9. Already moving on from our third dome, which kind of means we've been doing an entire dome in like 3 episodes. But anyway, let's get back into the swing of things. Hopefully Mario doesn't have lung cancer. Although I guess the fact they just like out about in space without anything protecting him is a bigger problem, I want to say. Also, I've noticed that I want to say is the new catchphrase I've been spouting a shit ton of in this series. I'm not sure why. It's like not even a good thing. Oh, I don't know. You can go into the black there. What if that is a hitbox? Anyway, much like the Stronghold Galaxy was weird with the gravity, this planet is weird with the whole water detection thing, since if you hop down to... okay, yeah, if you hop down to the second room, you will see, in fact, that on this side, the wall of water doesn't have any collision, and unfortunately, it's pretty much death if you hop off this. You like, even though it looks like you can get onto the third room, you can't. It's kind of weird. I would say, yeah. Even though we are like half outside, it still counts as Mario being inside the water. Like here, his face is outside, and I like how the music is determined by like where the camera is. And I'll just start swarming. But yeah, I would want to say that this is actually my favorite galaxy. It's kind of a weird one too, since it's not really one you spend much time in, because pretty much you just get a bullet bill. Come on. I guess a torpedoed head, I suppose, and you just guide them over to this glass dome here. It died, didn't it? Okay, no, it didn't. And that sends up the outside of the tower, and then we're free to climb the tower. And oddly enough, this is one of the galaxies that they revisited in Galaxy 2. Except not in the way you'd think, because only the tower made a recurrence. The whole water part didn't return. It's kind of a different thing, sort of. But if I guess you can say that if you take it as Galaxy 2 is a remixed version of this, it kind of makes sense. I thought I could like get up there. Maybe I can get up here from this way. Yeah. You can skip a few things here. Is this one of them? I just realized that I forgot something. Something that's kind of maybe sort of important. A timer. Oh well, I can just go by the thing my recorder says. I want to say there's a switch around here somewhere that makes these platforms move around a little bit, but you can make your way up most of it without needing to pull the switch. It's kind of weird with what you can and can't wall drop off here. Try. Okay, that's a little bit too high. Maybe here you can. Okay. I'll take it. Didn't really intend you to do that, but we did it, but there's actually only one pulsar chip you need to press the switch to do, or to get. And I think the switch is down there? Okay, yeah, that is the switch. And there it is. If only we could press that switch. Oh, not have to press that switch. That would make this not really easier, but like more satisfying, since there's something you don't have to do. And the more you don't have to do things, the more satisfying it is, I suppose. And we open up the Pokeball, and instead of a Pokemon, it's a star. Not a Staryu, but a star. Or even a Starmie, I guess. Actually, why haven't they made another Starfish Pokemon? That would be cool, right? Starfish Pokemon. And now we have finished a third. Okay. And you would think we would be moving on, but surprise, surprise. Boybase holds something else. It's the only one-star galaxy with a secondary star. And I want to say maybe that means that there was another galaxy, like another 3-star galaxy that was planned, but for some reason they just took it out. Or maybe even this was part of a 3-star galaxy. Yeah, I'll take a bit of a shortcut, which I don't even think it is a shortcut per se. It's like a fun way to go back down here. And you may have noticed that there is actually a pipe covered in glass, and that's where we need to be going. I would be shaking, but this gives me a little bit more control. Let's just see the headlights. And get them into here. So I think this is the only pipe you see underwater. Huh. Interesting. And Unfortunately, this game doesn't have, or this planet doesn't, this galaxy doesn't have any checkpoints because, now we're underneath the level. You would think we would be able to make it to like that, but if you take just one tiny little jump off this platform towards the outside, you die. And if you go back into the water, you go back into the water, so you have to avoid it. I guess it's a good thing that we know that there is no collision. Mario's foot seems broken there. And we've collected a star that looks a little green. I wonder what that's all about. Let's have Space Milk fill us in. Polari? I think his name is. Oh, its name is. Either that or Polaris. I think. I'm not sure. It's something. Ooh, Melteo has something for us. What's it about? Hey, Luigi! Yeah, let's go save Luigi. And, I think instead of this encounter with Luigi being locked behind a number of stars, it's, whenever you get your first green star. I believe it is anyway. And there's another similar thing we've had before, and it looks like we'll be getting another green star. But yes, collecting all of the green stars gives you 3 galaxies, which are harder versions of the minigames we've seen so far. So the Meta Ray Surfing, the bubble, and the rolling around at the speed of sound. But anyway, so I think I might have said something about this before, but I've gone back to hunting Eevee via the Masuna method, and in between the process of getting a carton full of Eevee eggs and going to Lumio City, I've started getting random encounters just so I can, I guess, whittle down the amount of steps I need to do, because for some reason they just decided to make Eevee one of the Pokemon who has like an egg count of like 1,000 or 10,000, I want to say, like around there. And as such, one O-Power is not enough to hatch all 5 Eevees, so yeah, and today, I happened across a shiny Roselia. Oddly enough, it was the first encounter of my trip, so that took me off guard, and good thing it is female, because I don't like how the male Roselia and Roserade have a shorter body leaf, and I'm actually not sure if I want to evolve it into a Roserade. I'm not sure. And it kind of feels odd to know that I can get a full odds shiny before I can get a pseudo method shiny. It's like, what? Not to mention at this point I think I've gone over like, it's definitely over the ballpark of 1000. It might even be pushing 1500, which is about over triple odds. So yeah, Eevee just does not like, well, does not want it to be shiny. So yeah. Okay, and okay, no, it isn't easier to go around on this one. Okay, yeah. Luigi just happens to be trapped in that, so we have to deal with that. Does he see us? Okay, cool, he sees us. Okay. Thank you, Luigi. And just because it's green, Luigi feels he owns it. Well, if it is yours, Luigi, why don't you try collecting it? Okay. So getting back on track with the whole Eevee thing, I'm not even sure if I want to evolve it into a Flareon, since I think shiny Flareon is like really close to Eevee colors. So it would be like having in shiny evolved Eevee. Which I guess it would be. Like, you know what I mean. Like if Eevee had a normal type evolution. Which I kind of suppose it doesn't at the moment. Because of all the things they're pulling with Eevee. Why? Just give it a normal type evolution. Why not do that? And I think from here on out I will be doing the Hungry Luma Galaxy before the Bowser Galaxy. Just to make things a little bit easier. Okay, we might be overcompensating for something. Just a little. Just a little. Oh no, it's not the galaxy I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of a different galaxy. But something about the kitchen and water, because there's 3 galaxies that are based around water in the kitchen. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's like just a weird occurrence, if you think about it. I wanna say that not only are red shells, not only do red shells have homing properties, I think they might be stronger. I want to say. Okay. I think the red shells respawn. Okay, good they do. Up. Thanks for that, buddy. We could just ram into him. That's a thing we could do. because I think the eels go faster than the shells. It's a little bit awkward to move my point up there since because I moved, I do have a little bit of a slightly more awkward setup. Or it's only slightly more awkward for Wii games. Everything else it's fine with. But yes, I finally moved. It took a while, and because we drove up, it didn't feel like it took that long of a drive, and I just saw the eel, so I'll go over to that. But yeah, we had a 12-hour drive, and oddly enough, it didn't feel like a 12-hour drive. I mean, technically it wasn't, since we did split the drive up between like 4 hours one day and like 8 hours another day, so like it technically wasn't 12 hours, but the 8 hours on the final day didn't really feel like 8 hours. I mean, it only really felt like just a big chunk of the day where I did nothing, because for some reason I've got stupid brain, and I get motion sick if I look at the screen or read in the car. But I can do those things on like any other form of transport. Just like, what? Why only in the car? I mean, there must be something about that, right? And let's finish up the kitchen. I really wish the Bowser head would be a Bowser Jr. head. Do you think this might be like the longest Bowser Jr. level? Since the first one was just a planet and then Bowser, or Bowser Jr. and then the next encounter with Bowser Jr. will be like a similar fare. I don't think we've had cannons before this. Or we've encountered cannons before this. But they're technically the superior sling pod. There's the waste of lives that is the Lumily shop. Especially since I think on this skateboard we have a 1-up. Okay, there is something up here. Wait. Do these have collision? I mean, I guess it's a good thing that they don't, because then Mario might get a little bit chopped. Okay, yeah, it is on the skateboard where there's a 1-up. Why I'm remembering like this, but I think there's like a oh no, right, okay. I think it might be possible to make this with a... Okay, yeah, it is possible to make that with a triple jump. So I think you can get a shell up here? Especially since we're fighting Bowser Jr. with shells. Okay, I thought that would have hit the thing. And if you shake around the turtle shells, they do have a bit of a homing property. Okay. I would kinda like some help, please. Okay, thank you. Can jump on them, huh? And if we hit him a few times, he turns the ship that way. And he starts spouting fiery bullets. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was I aiming at? Okay, that was enough. Any more and I probably would have died. Although... I wonder what would happen if you did, like... hop off the edge towards the end of that. Can you really not collect the star with a ground pound? No, okay. I guess this box gets a little bit bigger with a shake. And now we can move on to the bedroom. Yay. It's like a very light blue. And we discovered every galaxy in the bedroom. And if the bedroom was locked, what was Rosalina's? What was Space Milf sleeping in this entire time? Just things to think about, I suppose. But yes, in this episode we finished off the kitchen and we found 2 of... I'm not sure how many green stars. I guess we'll see. But next episode we'll head over to the bedroom and just hope that Space Milf was there. Because who knows, we could be having some fun down there. But until then, that has been, I'll see you.